can chill it.
Yeah, right?
All right.
No pressure.
No pressure.
All right, friend, what you going by?
Kris Kinder.
Kris Kinder. All right, put your right hand up and your left hand on your word, wherever you decide your word is. All right, hold it just like that. Do you solemnly agree we have your permission to post this across all of our social media platforms?
Yes.
Is there anything, and I do mean anything, that's off limits you don't want us to ask you about?
Sex positions.
Don't ask you about sex positions.
Anything vulgar. It's not my brain.
Okay, got you.
I can talk about anything else though.
No sex positions and vulgar things. Keep
Yeah,
going.
Gorilla talking about putting that on their sandwiches, all of that.
I don't even know what she said. But.
Yeah, you'll see it soon.
Okay, and if we do ask you something that's off limits, do you understand? You can say no, I want to pass, or move on.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get
It's
it.
all good.
Got that mitt in there.
Okay, literally is no pressure. I'm your host, Bangem Bugg.
It's your girl, just came for real.
And we got a special guest. She already introduced herself, so tell us where you originally from.
I am from the dirty South. They say it's Atlanta, but it's not. It's a place called Americus, Georgia. It's like America had a baby.
Oh, Americus, yeah.
Called Americus.
That's near Helen? No, that's in the north.
It's near, it's closer to Albany, Georgia.
Okay.
Everybody else to around that area.
It's like a real small town.
Everybody knows everybody. True
Yeah.
story.
I've been through there a couple
Yeah.
times. Okay, did you grow up with both your parents?
I did. Mom and Pop.
And what's your relationship like with your dad?
My dad, okay, so my dad and I have a very, very strong relationship. Honestly, he's like, up until this point, he has been a rock in my life. I get sentimental. Can I cry?
Yeah.
Okay. On command. No, but no, seriously, no. We're really tight. It's like that's my heart right there.
Okay, a traumatic experience you went through as a child.
Shoot. I have a couple of traumatic experiences. I don't know if it was traumatic or if it was just dramatic. I was expelled from school my second week of school for drugs. Brought weed to school. I saw Boys in the Hood. This is gonna age me. And I saw Menace to Society. It was like a combination that came like boom, boom. Boys in the Hood, and it was Menace to Society, and I grew up in the hood. So, I just wanted to be a boss.
So you started trying to sell weed in school?
So, true story, went to my cousin's house in Chicago, got some stuff, came back to Georgia. It was a little nickel bag. It was like this much. And I was in first period. I was in the 9th grade, making a name for myself. I pulled it out in the middle of class.
A mess.
I said, hey, look, I didn't say plug, I said whatever was, I'm the connect. If you need that, you know what to call. By the time I got to band practice,
That's crazy.
yeah, the principal was calling me up. I remember I put the weed in my right shoe. Like, yeah.
I was thinking that too.
I'm not gonna put it in my instrument case and leave it. Of course, I'm not just gonna leave it. I'm gonna go up there with it. I went up there with it, and the first thing she asked me, "Do you have any marijuana on you?" No, I said no. She said, "Remove your shoes." First thing, got caught. Second week of school, kicked out. My mom that day was at a funeral for her godmom, and the principal looked at me in my face. She said, "You know your mom, she gonna," and I quote, "She gonna beat the hell out of you, right?" And I just shook. And so my dad came. Now, true story about that. My dad went to that high school. He was Mr. AH. That was his school. So that's his legacy. Now this is my legacy.
Right.
And I remember they kicked me out of school. My mom, her. I think the worst part about that was the way she cried. And they kicked me out. I think that's when I found God, honestly. That's when I found a prayer life. They let me back in school. And around the same time, a football player had gotten caught with weed. They kicked him out of school. and they kept them out.
Mm-hmm.
And they let me back in. So I would go into the classrooms, and the teachers, they would have like these like little nuggets on the board, and they'll be like brain teasers or something like that. And one of the questions I never forget, I went into the classroom, what are your thoughts on a certain student being let back into school after committing the same crime as a football player that was expelled from school? And that was my reality. So the teachers were against me. The principal, who was not batting for me, she was against me too. So
they probably wanted that football player back in.
they did,
You
of
in
course
the
they
South
did.
Too, yeah.
Nah, so I'm walking up the stairs, and my principal looked at me, and she was like, hey, your head up too high. Bow it down a little bit. And I was just like, what?
I would have said, I think not.
I don't know. I felt like maybe I should have. Maybe I don't know. So, you know, when you're finding yourself, you don't really know how to think, what to do. So when she told me I needed to lower my head, I walked with my head down for like 5 years after that. That's serious. When you say traumatic, I look at traumatic as a way of just affecting your life in the most dramatic way. And that was my principal. She was a black woman. She was a part of a sorority that I wanted to be a part of.
She was an AKA, wasn't she? And she told you to put your head down. They do. I'm sorry, it be their own people.
She did. Now, respect to the AKAs, because they actually, it's just her, you know, that was just what she did.
Nah,
but,
yeah.
you know.
They was taught that though. Especially back in the day. That's what they was taught.
Yeah, but that's traumatic. I don't know if that's traumatic for you, if it's just a story.
Definitely.
Traumatic is whatever you think it is, not what you think we think it is.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're putting out more than you receive in a relationship, what do you do?
Sure, you make an assessment. I think you have to take a look at your energy levels. It's like anything, you know. If you put out more money than you have in your bank account, you're gonna be depleted. Mentally, psychologically, physically, spiritually. Sometimes you don't see it. Sometimes we're natural givers. So in a relationship, you're giving. That seems natural. You know what I mean? But at any point, we can all give out. You know what I mean? It's like when a traumatic experience happens, life happens, something happens, and you really need that person to give back to you or pour back into your life. I think that's when you see it, because initially you just in the motions. But when life happens, then you know if that party is pouring back into your life, you'll feel it. So, make an assessment. If you ain't getting it, accept what you can't change.
Okay, what's the worst way you found out you was getting cheated on?
How you know I was getting cheated on? Who told you that?
All girls get cheated on. It don't matter
Yeah,
how pretty
all
you are.
men cheat.
At least somebody done tried it.
Okay.
You think all men cheat?
Yeah.
Under a
Or
certain
they
age.
have. And
I can see that.
not to say it's their fault. Some men cheat because they were hurt. Like you had a good one and the wrong woman got to them first. So, but I think they all do it.
Yeah, I think a lot of women cheat too, though.
And
I
then when
agree.
your sex drive fall off a little bit, you be like, let me go and be faithful, because I don't even really be trying to hit them like that no more.
Is that what it is? I gotta make sure we work that down.
Okay.
Sex drive.
You
The
know it
worst
stay high
way.
when you work out.
The worst way I found that I was being cheated on. Oh. I caught him.
In public?
Intuition, yeah. Like it was something in my spirit. Like I felt it. And one day I ran in the car. It wasn't my car, true story. And I laid in the cut. Because you know when people get off of work, they're ready to go home. So you're not suspecting nobody's following you. And I followed them from work to the hotel. Saw it with my own eyes. Saw them come out. And guess what? I stayed. Because at that point, my love wanted to hear, I did that, I messed up, but I choose you. I don't. Yeah, I did that.
I need somebody like that.
No, you don't.
Yes,
That's
he
wonderful.
he want that.
No.
That's wonderful.
No, because love covers a multitude of fault. And when you love somebody, when you genuinely love someone, it's weird, and that's why I believe you have to guard your heart. Because when the heart decides, your mind and your heart are on two different pages at that point. Because my mind, I saw it with my own two eyes. But to make my heart line up with my mind and my thoughts and what I saw, that was the challenging part in that part of my life. I couldn't separate. I could separate it, but I couldn't get them in a line, because when you love somebody, you just love somebody. That's the only reason I forgave him.
Did he do it again?
Hmm?
Did he do it again?
Truthfully, I don't know. I just know one day, after time, because I believe time heals, time reveals, we was on a good note. And I said, you know what? I can't do this. It just happened. It wasn't, maybe it was a delayed response.
It was still unsettling.
Absolutely. And, you hurt for a while. I had some amazing people around me that I can vent to. I believe you always need to vent up. I was on, a good friend of mine's couch, and I let it out. So when I wasn't getting in my relationship, I surround myself with a lot of people that also pour back into my life. So yeah, she'll stay, but one day she gonna wise up. One day she'll start to see herself where she needs to see herself, and she's gonna be out.
Not all the time. My mom let my dad cheat. Like, she forgave me. So they still together now. So
Did he
all
keep
women
cheating?
don't leave. My granddad used to cheat too. They stayed together today, but they dead now. But they stayed together.
How long did he cheat?
I don't know how long. I just know she told me some stories. Like, I seen him in the car with that long neck bitch. So.
No,
Yeah.
Did he have
I just heard that.
Did he have a whole family down the street? Like, was it like that?
Nah, it wasn't like that, nah.
Cause back in the day they did. You'll have a whole family like 2 blocks down from your main wife, and they stayed.
Nah, maybe that's from like the 60s or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a different time now.
Nah, my grandparents like that, or like my grandparents. And my grandfather, I don't know him. If he see me every once in a while, I could see him twice in the same year. He be like, how old are you now? 20, whatever. Like, still tell him, but he wasn't there for my father.
Mm-hmm.
But he got a daughter my age, and he could still go over and play cards with my grandmother. I don't know what they be doing, but like, she still be entertaining him all this time.
She loved him.
Yeah.
Good at that.
More than she loved herself.
Why you think that?
That's the only way you could go through something like that. You love somebody else more than you love yourself.
Is it possible? So here's the question: is it possible to truly love someone when you don't love yourself?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I guess it'd be like loving a child, like love for a child. No matter if you hate yourself or want to kill yourself, like, you still can love somebody. I think so.
And like idolizing. Like, you may have this infatuation for them, so that's what drives your love for them. It might be how they control themselves or whatever they doing. It's something that got you infatuated. So,
What you believe?
I just believe you gravitate to people who have what you feel like you don't possess when you don't love yourself. And what keeps you connected to that person is the part of them that you feel like you lack. So it's almost like a completion in a sense, which is very toxic and unhealthy at times.
Yeah.
You find a lot of mothers who do love their kids, but it's toxic. It's overbearing. It's let me vicariously live my life through you. It's let me protect you from everybody else, but the kid gotta grow. We gotta be exposed to things. He needs to live his life, and so it can become very healthy when you don't have a love for yourself. I think it's impossible to truly have a healthy love for another person outside of the love for yourself. Almost impossible. You know what I mean? Not to say that you don't have compassion. It's not to say you don't have admiration or you don't have sympathy or all of the things that we can have for people. But love, that's a whole nother ballgame.
What's your definition of love? Cause it's just a deep affection for somebody.
You think it's a deep affection?
That's
It?
That's the definition of it. Yeah.
So you mean the Webster's definition?
Yeah.
I believe love takes you out of the element of sometimes just your cognitive understanding of emotions. It's not emotional. You know what I mean? It can provoke emotions. There are people that say love is selfless, and I don't believe that. I believe it's full of being full, seeing yourself in excellence. It is. So it's like, without trying to get spiritual too deep on that level, because I am a follower of Christ. I don't get into the whole sorority and fraternity that they call it, but I do believe that, like I said, love covers a multitude of fault. It hopes, and even when times get rough, it fights through. It hopes.
It gotta be feeling.
It's gotta be being. It's gotta, because it ain't well, emotions are a byproduct of what's happening, right? Things affect you differently, so your emotions change. You can't tell me you love me, and the minute you get upset with me, now I'm a hoe. Now I'm a slut. Now I'm every worst thing. No, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So I believe love, when it's in that motion, not that you can't lose control, not that you can't say things that will hurt people, but certain things you don't say when you love somebody. You can't. It's impossible to do that. And it can't say that your love for people can't grow.
I disagree.
Okay, I got you. We here to disagree. We here to have our moments, but I do believe that you can grow in love. I believe in a certain season. Yeah, you might be this. Stay with somebody long enough. I respect you to a point. I love you to a point. I can't call you that. I don't see you that way. If you've grown in love, there's no way. And I think just love is levels. It never ceases. As you grow, love grows. I think it's something that evolves. And so to put it in a capsule of emotion, I don't even think it gives love justice. That's all I got. I mean,
I think you can mature to that point to where like it's no disrespect, but I feel like if you young and in love, you gonna make mistakes, while you in it. So maybe you can mature to that point where like I never say nothing to hurt them or disrespect them, but I don't think it's gonna be that way right off the top. Like,
it's all about the intent, though. What's the intent of your heart?
I agree with it's like, okay, if I'm raised in this way and I'm used to seeing this one thing, but then I continue that with someone while seeing that it hurts this person. If I continue to do that knowing that it hurts this person, that's not love.
People have to teach you how to love them.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, like you said, if I take time to say, oh, this hurts him, let me figure out what I can do to adjust myself. Wanting to take that's where there's love, because I want to change it. But if there's no inclination in you to want to change that's hurting them, that's not love.
I got you. Okay, the last time you kept calm when you were disrespected.
Have I ever been called I was disrespected?
Okay. I like that.
I feel like we're all a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I grew up a fighter. You know what I mean? And fighting is not always like physical. Like, you disrespect me, I'm gonna meet you with that disrespect. But I think the last time I kept calm when I was disrespected, maybe 2 weeks ago.
What happened?
So I work for a company, and I have a customer who got mad at a company, and he cussed me out.
A man?
Yeah. but he's from another country.
African.
No, and you know what's crazy? When I said that, I said he's gonna think African, but no, Italian.
I was gonna say I like country.
Italian. And he was upset, and he just started going off. He's like, "Do you know who I am?" Da 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 da. And he said something in Spanish and came back and said something in Italian. What's their native? Is it Spanish? Italy?
Italian. They speak Italian.
They speak Italian. So he said something. Dang, this is airing all over the world. Golly. But he said something. But yeah, I think I kept calm because I ain't taking it personal. I know I'm not necessarily about to meet you with that disrespect.
Yeah.
So
you just let it pass.
I did, because you're not really mad at me for real.
Right.
Okay, like, should a woman tell her husband or boyfriend, like, if when something like that happen, if you know he like a live wire type nigga, like, you know he gonna do something about it, like, if you tell her?
Mm-hmm.
If he is a loose cannon, it becomes a liability in certain spaces. Maybe not in this case. She probably shouldn't if he's gonna jeopardize her career. Nope. Maybe some time has passed and she can tell him.
What if he one of them dudes, he'll get him, but like he'll get him, but you wouldn't even know about it, but you know he would do something about it. It wouldn't matter.
It depends on the disrespect, the level, what it was. Like if it was on some spit in your face, I'm about to put my hands on you, I feel threatened for my life, then absolutely I'm calling on the protector that I'm doing that. But it wasn't like that. I don't feel like I feel like me personally, I'm not dealing with no loose cannon. I need you to be able to hold your cool. I need you to be able to know when to fold. I need you to know to be able to be bold. I need you to know when to move. I need you to know when to fall back. Like it's chess. We doing this together. You got a lot to lose. I got a lot to lose. Be wise. I wouldn't do it. I know people are. I saw some stuff on the internet with Kristen Blueface, and I saw where her dad kind of popped him in the mouth, and there was this huge debate because on the one side there were a group of people that were saying he shouldn't have hit that boy like that. That's her choice. She made a choice to be with him, and there was another people that was just like, hey, no, that's still his daughter. You hit my daughter, I'm gonna hit you in the mouth. So what's justified?
But I'm saying, if you got a daughter like who was like going to nigga shit all the time, I don't know if I'd be like trying to hit her boyfriend when I know she violent. Like, I guess you gotta know your daughter to know if you should be doing something. Now, if she like real calm and cool and he beating her up, that's different. But if I know she hit him in the club, like, so I don't think I would do that for that type of daughter. You get what I'm saying?
I understand it, but it was a huge debate. I was surprised. I was shocked with some of the stuff that I saw. So, to go back to your question, should she tell him? It just depends. What type of dude you got? What you got to lose? What he got to lose?
But is there anybody who you could talk to, and if you say he did something, they gonna do something about it?
I don't know. I think so. I think my family is that way. So I've been in situations where I'm like, I'm not talking to anybody about this because I'm in this situation. I know what I got myself into and I'm gonna get myself out of it. But yeah, I don't tell. Especially if there's a possibility that I will end up in a situation again. I'm definitely not about to tell nobody and have them go out of their way, do what they gotta do, and then I'm back in the same situation because of my choices. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So I gotta know for a fact I'm over this. I don't care what happens. It is what it is. It's up. If I see that, then it's like maybe I'll go there. But 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna handle myself and get myself away from it.
Do you think women always know when they're gonna go back? If they're gonna go back?
Yeah, definitely. You know.
You knew, right?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't tell nobody until I knew I was trying to get out. Even when I was trying to get out, it was hard to get out. But
Because you wanted the change.
but I was real with the people. I think you could be addicted to people. I was addicted. I needed a hit. I needed a fix.
See, I just wanted I was in that stage the other person talked about where you try to go from just shutting off everyone to now understanding and giving people time to grow. So I was like, okay, I didn't do that with the people in the past. I cut everybody off real quick. So maybe this time I'm supposed to see how it goes and give them some time to grow and what have you. But every once in a while he would grow, and so it would give me something to look forward to. Like, okay, this is different. This wasn't like this last month. That's cool. But at the same time, it still wasn't enough growth for me. So I was balancing, all right, am I being impatient because I'm trying to be understanding? Like, it was never about me wanting something from him outside of, all right, it looks like this is being fixed, so he's going to fix it for me. But no, Jack.
Yeah, my people, I can vent to them, like, they'll ask me, do you need us to pull up? Like, so my people ain't just finna go do some shit unless I'm saying it need to be done.
See, nah. And then that person I dealt with, I couldn't vent to him about anything. I would have to tell him, bro, I'm just venting. Just let me talk. He hated everybody.
On your behalf?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Everybody.
You think that's like toxic? Like,
yes. And then it's like another thing, you don't want me to have access to anyone outside of you. So now I done gave you one little reason and you like, oh yeah, bet. They suck, they're terrible, don't talk to them, only talk to me. So no, I'm not about to do that. And he would try to tell me, oh your mom and them, they don't bang with you, etc. And I'm like, no, my mom doesn't like you. They love me. Only reason we not talking is because I'm dealing with you right now. But when I'm not talking to you, they gonna bang with me again.
Are you still with him?
Hell nah. Girl.
She's still with him.
Let it go. It took time though, because like I said, that little growth, those micro progressions. But no, never again.
I like the micro progressions. That's the thing. That's real.
Word.
Is there anybody who y'all like avoid talking to because they think like you, like if I talk to my mom, she think like me, so I avoid talking to her because that'll make me want to do it because she be on the same type of time I be on, so I avoid talking to her.
My brothers.
Yeah.
It's not going well. If we all in the same room conspiring, it's going up in a major way. So nah, if it's something I gotta be reasonable about, I'm not calling them. Or my best friend. My best friend like, well, you know me, shoot Tony. Like, she not the one to call either. She be like, girl, you know I'm not the one.
So it's like right now. I have different people for different things, so I know certain people I can't call. No, because I know how you feel. But there are times I call them because I need that camaraderie. Like,
am I tripping?
Yep. I did it today. Yes. I said, listen, this is X, Y, and Z. This is what's happening. I need it.
I need that reinforcement. But my best friend, she'll give me, if I'm tripping, she gonna tell me like, nah, I don't think you should have did that. Like, but no, 9 times out of 10, she'd be like, nah, you wasn't tripping. You was right.
Okay, a post that made people flood your DM.
My first, I think, legit acting gig.
Nice.
Yep. So I was on Snap.
Nice.
No, I wasn't. I was on Fatal Attraction. Sorry.
One of them.
I get them mixed up. I will be on Snap.
Okay.
But Fatal Attraction. So I didn't know it came out. And so some people from my hometown inboxed me like, I had to do a double take. Is this you? And I was like, oh, it came out. And then the post was made and it flooded. And I felt so much love for that. I thought it was amazing. Because you don't know who's really watching, honestly. And there's a lot of people that think that people are looking for your downfall. No, there are a lot of people that are actually watching, hoping for your success. And I saw it at that time. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you agree like most of the time my ex contact you is because like they fucked up, like they doing worse?
I'm ex. I am. I'm cool with 99.8% of my exes.
It'd be like that too.
Yo,
How many is it?
Hmm?
Shit, like it's 100 of them again.
I plead the fifth.
That was good.
I mean, I don't count high school. I think high school don't count, but yeah, I'm cool. Sometimes they just hit me up. We laugh, we talk. You gotta, you've been with this person, y'all developed a friendship together.
Grown.
Yeah, like,
Understand each other.
yeah, a lot of my exes have moved on. I root for their relationship. Yes, stay there.
Okay.
Be happy, flourish. Please don't look back.
So you allow your guy to have female friends?
Yeah, that's healthy. Who you gonna talk to when I mess up? Who's he gonna talk to when he don't understand me? He can talk to me, of course, but it's healthy to have relationships with women who understand women. I hope you do. Please do.
So you don't fear what the typical women fear, you're gonna go, or typical people, you're gonna go and talk about my bad stuff to this other woman who's possibly gonna hone in on that stuff.
Listen, I do believe that's a possibility, right? I just operate that's a trick when you got me. Give me a moment.
Okay,
Let me
take
think
your
about
time.
that. So, true story. If my guy wanted to go and talk to another woman, I would know that woman. I would have a relationship with that woman. We would have a common ground. I would use discretion and intuition with that woman. I don't know. I think it would have to be somebody that I'm cool with. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just have this secret friend and I don't know nothing about her. I don't know her. We ain't never talked. Y'all just cool from school, and that I don't even think that's healthy.
Yeah.
She don't have to be my friend, but I do need to know who she is. So in that case, no, I wouldn't care.
If we can't all be friends, then y'all don't need to be friends, basically.
Yeah, right. If I don't respect her, if I feel something funny with her, women know women.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, she got a hidden agenda. What you wanna do with that? I'm not insecure. I just know women, just like men know men. You know, if a dude's trying to get at your girl, you know.
Sometimes niggas do play it cool, like just do it behind your back. They act like everything good.
So you don't feel none of that. You ain't
You
never
won't
been
feel
around.
it.
So you dealt with that before?
Some niggas can play it cool to where you don't even think that. Some niggas is good at doing it. But a nigga, I was with my homeboy one time, right? So we go to my girl house at the time, and he does some shit like, he said, "Hey bro, I gotta use the bathroom. We was about to leave." I said, "Nigga, you got me fucked up." Like, so he was trying to go back and holler at her, but he would never do no shit in front of her, like, you know what I'm saying? But niggas, they do little weird shit like that.
So you felt it?
I'm saying, he was trying something in front of me. I ain't saying like we just around each other. He just flirting, doing some weird stuff to where you know he doing something. You get what I'm saying?
So he already showed you what it was.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do feel like we feel it.
Yeah.
But Scotty's like that though. Scotty's like, nah, this ain't it. Like, he can feel it for real, for real. And 9 times out of 10, if he feels something, he be right.
You just know.
Okay. So you feel like passwords and shit. You married, right? Oh, you got that big ass ring on. So
like that.
Okay. So is that mandatory in your relationship, like passwords? You don't go through phone?
I have in the past, and it was horrible. If I gotta do all that, we don't need to be together. I'm sorry. I'm not living like that. I can't do it. So, not mandatory. I trust you. Your password is not to keep me out. I'm sure it's to keep people out.
Right. But you need to have access if you ask for it.
Yeah. And if I'm like, hey, babe, let me use your phone, and you won't let me use it, nah, what's up? Come on.
Yeah.
Why?
I couldn't imagine going through that right now. I don't tell me no about no phone.
Come on.
I
You know
can't
what's
imagine
up.
being this age and somebody tell me no about their phone. It's over. I'm just gonna walk out. This is done.
You better wait. Make sure you check that Apple Watch too.
Yeah.
Delete that on your phone. Let me see your watch. Let me see your watch.
Oh, it stay in the watch?
Yes. Oh yes. The watch has its own memory.
Shoot, in Atlanta, I feel like you need to check their browser history.
Mm.
What you watching?
See.
So
You
what
gotta
have
be
y'all
clever.
caught in the browser history?
I've never caught anything,
Never.
but no, actually, no. This one guy, he was just around our group, so like, I wouldn't say like we were dating,
Mm-hmm.
but like he was around, like he had a crush on me and stuff, and I was chilling, like it was nice.
Mhm.
So, I gave him one of my phones to use because his phone had broke. So when I got the phone back, I looked at the browser thing, and it was like a Google of not necessarily what he was watching, but I did get to see what he's watching, and it wasn't nothing crazy. It was like it made sense,
Okay.
but it would be the things that I say. So if I be like, man, I'm crying, you know, I say that all the time. It would be like, what does I'm crying mean? like he was trying to figure out everything.
What the fuck are you talking
Yeah. Everything. So
That forever.
that was just funny. Yeah, he was just trying to understand me.
See, that's innocent.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. But I said I've never found nothing too crazy in nobody's browser history. But you gotta check, man. It's
I
Atlanta.
looked this girl like what she was browsing on Facebook, and she kept looking up her ex-boyfriend like every day. So I was like, wow, like she still want this
Yeah,
nigga. She
she-
was looking him up more than me, like on Facebook.
What
I'm
made
like,
you
God,
look in her phone though?
She's acting weird.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like I knew it.
But even if ain't nothing wrong though, I still would be like, if we 3 months in, I'd be like, let me see your phone, just to see like what type of shit you on. Cause sometimes, if I work so much and I'm not paying attention, some could be going on, but I'm not noticing. So I just randomly say, let me see your phone.
Did she give it to you?
She said, no.
Oh yeah. Walk on out.
I mean, and certain people may have standards. It's like, no, I'm not giving you my phone. You're gonna have to trust me. What if that's the case?
But that's if she's not acting weird. But if you acting a little weird or you do something to where I'm like, let me check, then no, that's not gonna fly.
I don't know, that might be a trigger for me. Even if I'm not doing anything, that might be a trigger for me. And that just happened. It was when you just said it.
But I tell girls before I get in a relationship, I was like, if I can't check your phone, if I randomly ask for your phone and you don't give it to me, that shit ain't gonna work. Like,
Just to check
I'm
it.
not gonna date nobody if I can't get your phone if I ask for it. So just so I know there's not gonna be no problem, I always say that. Like,
It's just the freedom I want to say. Like with my man, from the beginning, I knew his password. Not that I had to, it
Right.
was just given to me. At the point in time, from day one, I had asked to see a phone. If there's any point in time where I cannot get to this, there's something wrong.
I agree. I agree with that. I think so. It's a difference in saying, "Hey, babe, let me see your phone," and I'm just gonna go through your Facebook real quick to look up this person. That kind of freedom, yes. But if you just like, let me check your phone to see if you got something going on, that's it. I'm like,
Oh yeah, no, that's not how you do it. You just be like, hey, let me see your phone real quick.
yeah.
And if he like, what you mean? Let me see your, like, nah.
I mean, that's what you say. Let me see your phone.
Yeah, not because you telling them you gotta check it.
Like,
If somebody like, let me check your phone and see what you're doing, that is, you gonna set somebody off.
no,
But if I just ask for your phone and you hesitate for me to see it,
I get
like,
it.
I will never hesitate. I don't even care if I had the thought, why you need my phone. I'm not even gonna ask you until after you got it.
I think it's healthy.
Yeah.
And even so, what if you did see them look up their ex? Would you be upset? What if they're just like, yeah, I did. I had a moment. I just wanted to see what they were up to.
This bitch doing that shit like every day. Like, it show you the days that they be going on there. And then it be like a bum nigga, like he ain't got shit going, she just like the nigga, so yeah.
It is the
That's-
level of
that's-
communication
that's
too.
Huh?
If she's communicating, yeah, I looked at and this is why
Mhm.
she told you, you know, versus what you mean while I'm looking at my ex? Like, what do you mean? What do I mean? I clearly see what you just did.
You can have healthy conversations about those
Yeah.
emotions that come up every now and then, and that's okay. I feel like it's okay.
You should.
because people are human. But every day, I got you, bro. I got you.
But if a woman on her job though, like if you can still have sex like you supposed to, you clean up that. If everything is in order, like give her a pass then. But most women can't be giving you sex all the time, cleaning and cooking, and still be wanting something else. Like so, something gonna lack, and that's how you know. You get what I'm saying?
You like she ain't taking, but that's like what we say about taking care at home. Like a man got to take care at home, and we not gonna think nothing. You holding it together. It wouldn't even be a give you a pass because we won't probably even think it if you do it right.
I know some people that do it all right.
Right.
They
still get caught.
And still have something on the side.
A woman, or you talking about
Both.
men?
Both. I mean, I've seen it all. I've seen husbands that have side chicks and their wives know about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it all.
But that's communication.
Yeah, and they have a healthy relationship.
Yeah. So if you could talk about it, you gave me the choice. You didn't just put this on me. I have to find out. You gave me the option. Look, this what I got going on.
Yeah, and when I say healthy, I mean healthy communication.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would, I'm not here to judge on that, but healthy, I believe, is open, is honest. If a person knows what they're getting into, and they agree, that's healthy. That's all I got. Maybe she should have told you. I want to talk to my ex sometimes.
No, that's not going.
But you have a choice to,
Yeah, but you. All right, so she can't tell you that she want to do it, but you would give her a pass as long as she doing it right.
But she lacking in other shit. She ain't cleaning and cooking and.
Nah, I mean if she doing everything right, but then she tell you, I kind of want to talk to my ex sometimes.
It's like just phone.
No, like she
want to fuck
yeah.
She had to give me like a threesome or something. Like.
Oh, with him?
Yeah.
Because I'm walking.
I ain't from Atlanta now.
I'm walking with you. I just want to know where we going.
That's some Atlanta shit.
So y'all can have an open relationship, kinda.
Yeah, but I still ain't gonna really like this shit. I probably ain't gonna
Last long.
I don't know. It depends. It depends. I have to see like this, see how that shit go. Like
that's what comes with communication though. Y'all just work on it as you go. Look, this is making me uncomfortable. Now this is how we adjust this, okay, and you just keep on fixing it.
maybe she like gave me like her friend or something I like, or
it gotta be something close to her,
yeah,
cause it's her ex.
Yeah.
Not tip for tat.
Maybe I could go for that.
It gotta be even change.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
Where are you from?
Tuscaloosa.
Where are you from?
Maryland.
Mm-hmm. You know, we say
Which is
Maryland.
Yeah, that's what I had to say when I came here because I said Maryland. My teacher was like the magician.
How?
And I was like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So after that, I did start saying Maryland, and I lost it for a long time. But now on purpose, I'll be like Maryland.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been here?
Back and forth since 08.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
I won't though.
So I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Any last words, Kay?
For our audience, what should we know about you that maybe we haven't touched on our questions?
Seems like it was pretty casual. I am a motivator, so I always like to leave with just motivation. There's no revelation in becoming, but there is a power in the knowledge of being. And you can literally live your wildest dreams every single day and have goals within those dreams. So start now. Trust God with all you got. You know, that's gonna be your lifeline.
Preach, preacher.
That's all I got.
Yes.
Okay, literally it's no pressure. I guess we're gonna see y'all next week, man, and we out.